Welcome back into the channel, everybody. I apologize for not uploading a video today, but I hope that yesterday, but I hope that you guys are having a great day today. And we are bringing you episode 2 of the Road to the Show franchise here, which is going to be our opening day game for the 2020 season. I got through all of spring training. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you in here in a clutch situation where I've already gotten a hit and I've stolen my way over to third base. Got a steal to second and a steal to third. And I'm going to bring you guys in, show you the team. The team made a lot of moves, so you guys will be interested to see what the Pirates look like here in 2020. Not at all what they look like in current day, but this is in preparation for the OSFM roster that launches tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be out. They tweeted out the release time, so it'll be out at 9 p.m. tonight, Friday night. Or sorry, wait, maybe it's not that. Yeah, no. It's either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't know. 9 p.m. tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to have to check on that. We're going to do the franchise. So we're going to start it immediately once that roster's out, and you guys are going to be hyped for that series because that series is going to be amazing. Having the entire minor league rosters done. Shout out to OSFM for getting this done and doing it every year and doing it correctly. I wish they would have done it sooner. They wasted a lot of time doing the legends and things like that, but it's whatever. Let's go ahead and hop into the game here and show you guys what's going on. So as you can see, we're on third base. We were able to steal second and steal third, so we're hoping they can drive us in. And there we go. We got an early 1-0 lead against the Cincinnati Reds in our opening day game against the Cincinnati Reds. Looks like our team was able to get in 2 more runs. We're just going to select the basic driving around here. So it's 3-0. And we got a man on second. Let's see if we can drive in a run here. We're going to swing for power early. I get fooled with pitches down in the zone pretty often. So that's why you'll see me swing at stuff down low pretty often. Yeah, everything down low is just tough for me. Alright, we swing for power on the first 2 to see if we can drive in a home run, and then on our third strike we go for contact, or not contact, just a normal X swing. And if it's in the zone like that, we can catch it and hit it out of the park. That's going to give us a 5-0 lead here against the Reds early in Game 1 of the season. This season looks to be a good season for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I know last year we finished on the outside looking in at playoffs, but this year with the way the roster looks, with the moves that this team made for us, I think we're looking to be in playoff contention, potentially in contention for the division lead. So it's going to make this play throw over to first base. This is one thing we've gotten really good at. We've gotten really good at fielding here. Our player makes all types of plays. And I think this year we'll be in the running for a gold glove, honestly, defensively, because we are a phenomenal third baseman. And honestly, we've hit a lot of our caps. We've hit a lot of our caps for batting. We've hit our contact caps for left and right-handed, so there's not much we can do about it at this point. I'm hoping that we get some training soon where we can increase our caps, but we haven't had anything where we've been able to increase our caps recently, so we're kind of stuck offensively where we're at. We're not going up a whole lot till we get some more training. But then after we're done with, after we're able to get some training, I think we'll be able to increase those caps. Right now, we're just focusing on improving our defensive game. That's just where we're at. I think I might try and swing for power one more time. Yeah. I'm pretty good at reading pitches to the right and up, not necessarily to the left and down. That is one of my troubles. That'll be a nice little single. And we get at least a base runner on here. 5-0 lead. And this is a great opening day for us. 3 at-bats, 3 hits, one of them being a home run, and 2 steals in our opening day game here. And they've been trying to pitch out at us all day. Or not pitch out at us, but throw us out. And I'm not giving in here. I'm not sitting back. I'm going to tempt him to keep throwing over here to first base. And if he wants to do it, he can do it. I don't care. Keep throwing back. It's going to throw you off. We have the lead. You're just wasting time at this point.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly.
There we go. Be able to prevent the double play because we got the hit and run. We got 1 out. It's an 0-2, so I am going to try and steal here. 2 outs puts us in scoring position here. Hopefully, whoever's up after Dickerson can get a hit. Looks like it's Elias Diaz. That's one of our weaker positions. Elias Diaz was hitting really well in spring training, I'll tell you that. He was hitting like high 300s in spring training, but he's only like a 77 with C potential, so I don't see him going up much. I would like to see this team add a better catcher. That might be our downfall in the end, but I think that most of our other positions have players that are either good or have high potential, so you know, one way or another, this team will develop into a good team. Nice little catch at third base. Hopefully this game goes off without a hitch. I mean, it's 6-0 now. It would take a big comeback for them to do anything at this point. Man, this curveballs get me every time. I need to learn the motion coming out of the pitcher's hands. That's my main issue. I don't know the motion of the curveball. That's got to be close, right? Oh, this is an insane opening day for us. 2 home runs, 2 stolen bases. What are we, 4 for 4 now at this point? These Reds don't want any part of me. And we've won our opening day game 8-0. That's what I'm telling you guys. This team looks like it's looking up for this season. We should have a good opportunity to get into the playoffs this year. So I'm going to actually back out. I'm not going to play next appearance. Yeah, 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. So very good look for us opening day. Way better than I thought that we would do. But it looks like the pitching for the Reds isn't all that. Lots of stats going up here. Stealing went up. That's good to see. But what I really want to show you guys is what the roster looks like and what this team did in order to make moves to make this team better. So we're going to go ahead and view the roster. So we're going to start with the starting pitchers. The starting pitchers are relatively the same to last year. They decided to make moves where they traded away Tyone and they traded away Archer. I'm not sure where exactly they landed, but we do have a solid starting lineup between Trevor Williams, Joe Musgrove, the veteran Colin McHugh, Marco Gonzalez, and then Julio Teheran. Teheran last year threw like a shutout, so I'm not sure why he went down to a 78, but he was in the low 80s. But with that being said, that's a good starting lineup, and then they have a couple really good prospects down here in the minors. Nick Kingham could potentially come up in the near future, and then this guy who I'm not sure if they're a real prospect or a fake prospect, Tuki Toussaint. Very interesting name there, and a couple prospects down low. But that is what it is. The strength of this team is obviously the bullpen. I think that this game gives the Pirates bullpen a lot more credit than they deserve. So they went out, they got Jace Fry, they have Will Harris, a veteran arm. They have Keone Kela, who's already on the team, Richard Rodriguez, who's already on the team, Kyle Crick, and then a couple, middle-level relievers here if they need to use them. Tyler Lyons is up in the MLB, and then a couple guys down here that could potentially come up eventually. But very strong bullpen, and the closing pitcher, they brought in Brad Hand as the closer, and then they could potentially call up Bobby Reynolds at some point if he continues to progress. So very nice bullpen. Definitely the strength of this team. Now, in terms of the catcher position, this is where I said their weaknesses. They have a few catchers that are, decent, average, but not much better than average. They're obviously going with Elias Diaz and Manny Pena. I mean, they're both good defensive catchers, to be honest with you, but neither of them is particularly good in the batting category, and I think that's where we're going to struggle a little bit, and they both have C potential. So, Manny Pena is a little bit older. He's not going anywhere in terms of overall. Diaz could go up in terms of overall if he does really well, but as you can see, he has 3 at-bats already in that first game and hasn't hit a single ball. Now, in terms of first base, Josh Bell is going to be a solid first baseman. 27 years old, 78 overall with B potential. He'll get there. He's batting .500 in his first game there, and he has all the tools to become a good starting baseman, and I think once we start winning this season, hopefully we start winning this season, he'll get up there in overall and be a good, solid starter for this team. And then in terms of second base, they have Kevin Kramer and then Kevin Newman down in the minors. Actually, they have Kevin Newman up. So I guess these guys are going to be platooning both guys with good potential, young, and guys that have tools to succeed. Kevin Newman, obviously very fast, very good at fielding, and has decent contact, so he can be plugged into the lineup early on. And then Kevin Kramer, a good defensive player that also has good contact and good power. So both of these guys could develop into a good starter for this team. In terms of third base, we've got me over there. Very fast player, developing into a very good defensive player with a lot of power. I really want to get those contact numbers up, but I'm at my cap. Like I said, 54 on both sides. I'd like to get some training to get that cap up, and I've been looking for it every single time, and it just hasn't given me an option to increase the cap on my contact. So we're going to be looking to get our contact up. That's what we're really worried about right now, and we're going to be trying to improve our base running. I know our speed's really good, but our stealing and stuff could use improvement, and we'll just naturally get our defensive stats up there, so that's pretty good. But then we also have Colin Moran, who's a very good hitter and a decent defensive player, who I will assume will rotate in and probably take time away from us specifically. So that may either limit our development or limit his development. But we have good potential all around in the infield, which is good to see. Now, in terms of shortstop, Tim Anderson was the pickup last year. 77 overall with A potential, very good contact versus lefties, very quick player, and a very good defensive player. So kind of the shortstop that the Pirates have needed for a while. He progressed very well last year. I believe he was low 70s and got up to a 77. So this year I expect to see him make a leap into the 80 overall category. And that's what I'm saying. This entire infield should, except for the catchers, should hit, 80 plus overall in relatively short order. And then you go ahead in the outfield, and this team decided to go out and pick up Marcell Ozuna, which is a massive pickup. Obviously, he's a 90. He's a great player. He'll probably go down in overall because his potential is only a B, but it doesn't even matter. He's going to be a great player for this team. Decent speed, very good fielding stats. Oh, not very good, but good fielding stats. Going to be a good, solid player in the lineup. And then we maintain Corey Dickerson, who is a very strong bat in the lineup and a very good defensive player. So we have two good outfielders there. And then a lot of depth in terms of, or not depth, but prospects that could come up in the future. We have this guy, Mike Gerber, who is up in the MLB with B potential. A lot of speed, playing center field, has lots of potential to come up and be something special for this team. Only 27 years old, so has a couple years to grow. And then Miles Straw, another guy with potential down in the AAA. And then at right fielder, they have Lonnie Chisenhall up there right now, who's a good veteran presence. Not particularly great at anything in particular, but a decent bat. And somebody that's a good plug-and-play player for right now. And then they have this guy, Travis Jankowski, who's 28, but looks to have good tools to become a good player. I mean, he's already got 79 contact as a AAA player, which is very good. He's got really good speed and stealing, and then he's got decent fielding stats. So he would be a good right fielder if the Pirates decide to call on him at any point. And that's what the team looks like. I mean, this team looks to be in better shape than we were last year. We should finish with a positive record. Obviously, we got our win in Game 1 here, which is extremely important for us. So we're looking to have a very good record this year and make a run at the playoffs, especially led by me, who I've had a ton of home runs in my rookie year. I won Rookie of the Year. We ended up getting I'll show you guys here actually in this screen, we ended up getting an 8-year, $64.8 million contract. I thought it was a little bit higher than that, but it's $64.8 million contract. Oh no, they offered me 64.8 and I countered and they accepted I countered and then they countered at 68, so we signed at 68. So that's pretty important. I hope that this team is able to make a run at the playoffs, and I think we'll be able to. So stick around for that in the next episode. If you liked it, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more, and as always, leave your feedback down in the comments section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for that franchise mode whenever the OSFM roster drops. It's either 9 p.m. today or 9 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll see you guys in that video.